Welcome to Hatman Strikes Back Daily Boxing News. Duke Mckenzie thinks that Tyson Fury will probably pull out of the Usyk rematch and fight Daniel Dubois instead. But if the fight does happen, he thinks Fury gets beat even more decisively this time. Now, Mckenzie is on a roll with his predictions at the minute. He was one of the few pundits who picked Usyk to beat Fury, and he predicted that Usyk would be the aggressor in the fight and he'd hurt Fury. He was absolutely adamant about it. Now, lots of boxing fans picked Usyk to win that fight as well, including myself and many of you guys. It was just the boxing media who were overwhelmingly in favor of Fury. The public was a different story. However, with the Joshua Dubois fight, the boxing media and the public were on the same page, with the vast majority of both picking AJ. I always thought Dubois had a decent chance in the fight, so long as he could avoid walking onto a big shot early as he rushes in. I suspected he probably would walk onto one though, which is why I picked AJ personally. But Duke Mckenzie was absolutely adamant all along that Dubois was going to win. He said it before the fight was even signed, and he maintained his position right up until fight night. Obviously, he was proven right. To me, this was an even better prediction than Usyk Fury because many of us got that one right. Very few people got the Joshua Dubois prediction right. Yes, there were some Fury fans who picked Dubois to win, but they didn't do so due to any boxing knowledge. They picked Dubois because Fury picked him and because they don't like Anthony Joshua. They've been picking against AJ since the Klitschko fight, and they usually get it wrong. They all predicted that Joshua would lose the Ruiz rematch, so I pay no attention to their predictions because they're picking because of bias, not because of insight. And since most fighters lose at some point in their career, if you keep picking against a certain fighter for several years, eventually you'll get one right. Even a broken clock tells the correct time twice a day. Duke Mckenzie, on the other hand, does not appear to be picking out of bias as far as I can tell. He doesn't have anything against Fury, and he doesn't have anything against Joshua. He makes his picks based upon what he sees. He saw certain things in Usyk that convinced him that he was going to push Fury back and beat him. And he saw certain things in Daniel Dubois that convinced him he was going to beat Anthony Joshua. Incidentally, prior to the Dubois fight, he was also picking Joshua to beat Fury. Not sure about that now because AJ took a lot of damage against Dubois mentally and physically, so Mckenzie might have changed his mind. We'll see. But this brings us on to his latest prediction. He's saying that he'd be very surprised if the Usyk Fury rematch actually goes ahead. He thinks Fury will pull out, but if it does go ahead, Mckenzie thinks that Usyk will win even more decisively this time. Now, this kind of concurs with what I've been saying over the past few months. I'm not as sure as Mckenzie is that Tyson Fury is going to pull out, but I've repeatedly said that it would not surprise me. I said Fury would be watching the Joshua Dubois fight very keenly, and depending on the result and how good the winner looks, he may elect to pull out of the Usyk rematch and face the winner of Joshua Dubois instead. Again, I'm not saying that's going to happen, but it would not surprise me given Fury's history. And in fact, I mentioned this in a recent live stream. Tyson Fury looks heavy to me. Much, much heavier than he was for the first Usyk fight. Bear in mind, we're less than 3 months out from the proposed fight date. That's not a long time. And given the fact he's coming off a loss, you would have thought that he'd be trying to keep his weight down. But no, he looks heavy to me. Now, perhaps it's strategic. Maybe he thinks he was too weak last time out and overdid it with a weight loss, so he wants to come in heavier this time because he thinks he'll be stronger. That's a possibility. Another possibility, though, is that he has no intention of going through with this fight, and that's why he's let himself get heavy. We shall see. Some of the Fury fanboys have been circulating a video of a slim-looking Tyson Fury shadowboxing in his living room, and they're claiming it's recent, but it's actually not recent at all. It is in fact an old video from before the first Usyk fight. Fanboys will be fanboys. In any event, if Fury's weight gain is strategic and he intends to fight aggressively this time, I think that will actually help him as long as his chin holds up. That's the thing I'm unsure about because he took a lot of punishment in the first fight, and at this age, you don't know what lasting effect that might have on him. He got buzzed with a big left hand early on last time out. If the same happens next time, does he actually go down? As I say, at this stage of a fighter's career, things can get really dicey with punch resistance. So that would be my biggest concern for Fury in a rematch. Anyway, give me your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you concur with Duke Mckenzie, or do you think that Fury will gain his revenge? And incidentally, if you want to see my Joshua Dubois post-fight film study, I uploaded it to my Patreon page a couple of days back. It's over an hour long, and if you want to see the first few minutes of it for free, just click the link in the description box below. All the information is there. And before you go, don't forget to like and share this video and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out.